110 pound State of Ohio girls high school wrestling preview brought to you by Bodycraft Fitness. So on paper, you look at 110 pounds and you realize there's no returning state champ. And you start to think, well, maybe that opens things up. Because of graduation of a 4-time state champ, Haley Snyder from Warren, does it open things up? Well, we'll see, because you have a couple of front runners here that are incredible. Molly Lupke, she's currently ranked number 2. She was gunning for that state title last year, trying to knock off who ended up being the 4-timer in Snyder. But she saw a loss in the semifinals at the Schottenstein Center to Gabrielle Garten from Chippewa, who is your front runner now. So because it comes down to that head-to-head meeting in the state tournament in the semifinals, Garten from Chippewa, the junior, is going to be ranked number 1. She did take runner-up last year. She did end up losing, as I mentioned, to the 4-timer Snyder 7-1 in the finals of last year's state tournament. So you got Lupke and Garten neck and neck, 1 and 2. Lupke is a senior, so she brings just a little bit more experience into the mix. However, both of them are state place winners, 2 times state place winners. Where you got Garten taking runner-up last year, as I mentioned, but also runner-up the year before at 115. And then Lupke taking 3rd last year, and then was runner-up the year before at 110. So the pedigree is amazing here at 1 and 2. To throw some spice into this, we're going to put a freshman at number 3. Kinsey Carter from Olentangy Orange is the real deal. Remember the name, Kinsey Carter, the real deal from Olentangy Orange, all the way preseason number 3. Keep an eye out for this one as she learns, as she wants to disrupt this bracket. Then you got Ava Miller, the veteran. Ava Miller had the distinct pleasure of getting the first ever victory in the Schottenstein Center in a sanctioned tournament for girls wrestling in the state of Ohio. Ava Miller, a pioneer. There's a picture of it. It's a fantastic view and snapshot, if you will, of how far wrestling has come in the state of Ohio for girls. Ava Miller is the epitome of that. She's now a senior. She is a 2-time state place winner. She took 4th 2 years ago at 100 pounds, and she took 6th last year at this weight. She's currently ranked number 4 in the state. Lexi Beadle is ranked 5. Now she goes to Spire Academy. Spire Academy is not an OHSAA approved school, so we will not see her wrestling at the state tournament this year. She forgoes that so that she can get the one-on-one and the all the benefits that come from going to a private institution like Spire Academy, very successful and building something great there up at Spire. So you will see her at tournaments along the way. She will not be able to wrestle at the Schottenstein Center. Ranked number 6, Bridget Hilliard from Minerva. She is a junior. She is a 2-time state qualifier, qualifying last year as well as the year before, and she took 5th 2 years ago at the state tournament at 100 pounds. 7th, Leah Marine, Washington Courthouse. She was a great freshman that broke on the scene last year. She's now a sophomore, state qualifier, returning. We've got Meadow Gomez at number 8 from Springfield. She's a junior. She is a returning state qualifier. Melanie Toronto from Lancaster, also a returning state qualifier, 2-time state qualifier, coming back as a senior. June Piles-Tresser is from Dayton Carroll. She is also one of those freshmen that splashed on the scene last year, trying to disrupt things. She ends up qualifying for state, did not place last year, but she is ranked number 10th as a sophomore. Number 10 as a sophomore. Then we have Ashlyn Pennington from Alliance at 11. She's a state qualifier. Kaden Beard from Harrison, who is a monster on the mat and very, very well-disciplined wrestler. She is a sophomore. As a freshman, she wasn't able to punch her ticket to the Schottenstein Center, but don't be fooled by that number 12 ranking for Kaden Beard. Baird. I apologize, Caden Baird. Brooke Farmer from Shenandoah is 13th. She's a state qualifier. And then down at 14, Noelle Reinhardt. She's from Rossford. She took 8th last year, and she finds herself all the way down at 14. So again, nice stacked weight class here. You've got 2 more, Brunson from Indian Lake and Castro from Napoleon, that didn't punch their ticket to the state tournament last year, but state qualifiers the year prior. And Castro from Napoleon was a state place winner the year prior. So again, nice group of girls here at 110. Is it wide open? Well, Garton and Lupke are going to have something to say about that, as well as Miller, Hilliard, and the freshman Kenzie Carter. So we'll see what unfolds at 110 pounds. This preview is brought to you by Bodycraft Fitness.